For anyone who's just joined us recently, I mean, I noticed a lot of people turning up from outside, coming through the hall. Well, nice to see you. Welcome to the world of alpacas. We got the, in class, in ring 2, to my left here, we've got Mary Jo Smith, the BAS judge, judging the third class of junior female whites. That's 100C. If anybody wants a program, I've got loads of programs behind the desk here. You can help yourself, right, to know what's going on. In ring 1 here, we've got Shane Carey, Australian judge, come all the way from Australia to judge at the national show here, and he's judging the intermediate blacks. That's the Wakaya intermediate blacks. That's class 1, 3, 4 in ring 1. We have a tremendous Viber zone set up this year over there. People have brought in their crafts. There's been competitions running, and people have been really industrious. There's a great display of different pieces and hats and coats and all sorts of things that have been made from alpaca. It's very impressive, high quality work. We've got the, in the corner there by the thing, we've got the Champion of Champions Fleece Show, which was kindly sponsored by CS Alpacas, and I have to say, they've done a great job. There's some magnificent fleeces over there, and that was judged by Barbara Hetherington of Beckbrow Alpacas in the last week or so, and the Champion of Champions fleece display is over there. And to sell all the breeders, if you haven't had a look at the fleeces, go and have a look. They're the Champion of Champions, the best fleeces in the UK. It's good to see. It's good to know where you're headed. You know, put your own fleeces, your top fleeces against them, see where you're at. It's a good marker. You get few chances to do that. And of course, this show goes on for 3 days, so you've got 20 minutes, you've got 10 minutes to go and wander in, have a look. It's highly accessible. It's over there. And out in the front there, we've got hundreds of, well, we've got dozens and dozens of trade stands with all things alpaca on them, right from DNA and sampling all the way through to making little bits and pieces and doing all sorts of wonderful things with worm counts and everything else. And in the back rooms here, we've got breeders. This is not a first and second class hall. It just happens to be we can't fit everybody in the same building, so everybody extends there. Anybody wants to know anything about alpacas, wander around, talk to the breeders. The only people you can't talk to are the two people who are well dressed in the ring judging the animals and the ones in white coats who are holding them, who are too busy to be bothered, right? But apart from that, please feel free to wander around, talk alpaca from now until doomsday. We'll probably be here till 4 o'clock this afternoon, at which time it'll all be put away, disappear, and you'll have to talk to me on the internet, which is not so clever. So get busy now, talk to the people, find out everything you need to know about alpacas before you leave today. Thank you.
Okay, in this intermediate class here, the animal that's come to the top of the lineup, he's placed there for that uniformity of his fleece. It's that overall consistency that he's carrying that's really placed him in first position today. He also has an excellent frame. He's very true to type. and he has a good capacity to that chest that he has there. But it's that overall completeness that's placed him over second, who I concede has a more of a wowier fleece than the first animal, but not the consistency of the first animal. So he has parts where he's really wowy and parts that he's quite plain, or not so much plain, but not that consistency from base to tip of that crimp structure. And also, as I moved through the fleece and down into those extremities, there was a greater variance within that fleece than the animal placed above. Moving into third position, again, I really loved that style of fleece. When I opened him up, I really was impressed. But he has a greater degree of different coloured fibres. So he has a lot of patches in him where he's quite brown, and then other parts where he's quite black. So it's that inconsistency in colour that has placed him in third. If he didn't have that inconsistency, he would have placed higher today. But because I love that style of fleece and that density and consistency of micron, but not the colour. Moving into fourth position, a beautiful soft handling fleece. It's a broader style of crimp, but he has a haze of white fibre all over that body, and especially down that back leg. And so I've bumped him down into fourth position because of that. But I really did appreciate that softness of hand to that fleece. And in fifth position here, he has a medium frequency style. Again, it's very, very uniform, but his frame lets him down today, unfortunately. He's just not walking out as correctly as I would like to see to have placed him higher up in that ranking, and has quite a stronger fibre, especially in that chest area. So it's placed him fifth today. And in the sixth position, really soft handling fleeces again, but just not that same degree of density or advancement that I was seeing in the fifth, in the five placed above, but a really soft handling fleece. Congratulations.
So here we are with George from Usk Valley, and George and Usk Valley have kindly been gold sponsors for the national show this year. So thank you very much. Who have you brought to the show, George?
Okay, we've brought 3 Wakaya grey females, and we've brought 2 Wakaya grey males, and then 3 more junior boys.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a theme there. And what is your best result at the national show previously, George?
Well, actually, our first ever national show, we actually gained a first place for one of our grey females, so that's quite a big highlight.
Fantastic. So good luck in the show. Outside the show, back at the farm, what have you got on offer for customers?
We've got some lovely grey stud males. We're offering 4 different stud males this year, alongside some nice other colours as well. So they should make a good impact on the herd.
Fantastic. So stud services, come and talk to George at the show. Thanks for being a sponsor.
Thank you very much.
Big welcome to David and Heather from Polgrain Alpacas, silver sponsors this year. Thank you very much.
Okay.
How far have you come to be at the show?
Gosh, Cornwall. So quite a while to be here.
A little while on the road, and you've got some beautiful Surreys in your pen. Are you all about Surrey? What's the story with Polgrain?
Well, we have both. We have some Wakaya and we have some Surrey that we just bought last year. So we're expanding the herd and loving keeping the alpacas.
Fabulous. And do you aim to do anything gorgeous with their fleece?
Well, over to Heather for that, I think.
Well, we have made some blankets already, which we've sold, which is great, and we are hoping to do something with the Surrey fleece this year.
Fantastic. A little bird told me that you've been doing a weaving diploma, so you're the girl with all the skills on the loom.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but yeah. I finished my diploma this year.
Congratulations then, 100C, class 100C in ring 2, Wakaya junior female white class. The results are as follows. First was 478. No. First was 527, right? We got getting ahead of ourselves there. 527. Second was 528. Third was 532. Fourth was 533. Fifth was 529. And sixth was 389. That was class 100C, junior female white. The next class coming into the ring 2 is intermediate female white. 120A, that's intermediate female white. So we've obviously got 2 classes of these. Fantastic to see so many white animals at the national show. White animals will be the foundation of our fiber industry. You know, you need tons and tons and tons of white alpaca. You know what I mean? You can blend it with only a handful or half a fleece of a...
Inca Alpaca is Europe's premier and longest-standing black alpaca specialist, providing stud and pet stock to new and existing breeders in the United Kingdom, Europe, the Middle East and India. Located in Dorset, England, Tim Hay and his team run over 300 alpacas. Tim has over 30 years' experience at breeding black alpacas.
So just to clarify there, in ring 2 now is the intermediate female white class. First of 2 different classes on the 2 separate classes in that. And we've got in the ring 1, we've got
Okay, we had 2 entrants here in the adult and 2 in the senior. And I just want to say, have a look at those frames on these guys. They just stand there and they are so correct in their frames, which is really pleasing to see on adults and mature animals, because that is what we're passing on to the offspring of our future generations. So we've got to remember that when we're looking at breeding decisions, we really need to focus on conformation as well, because that is 40% of what we're judging today. So having said that, the animal that stands in first position is so correct. You open up that fleece and it is so uniform within there, but he's just got that fleece absolutely packed on. He's incredibly dense, and it's that uniformity that's placed him over second, who just doesn't have that same degree of density or that uniformity within the micron or the uniformity within the micron variation. So that is detracting away from that density that he is lacking compared to the animal placed above. But I really commend both of these animals on their very correct frames and their beautiful fleeces. Congratulations. And in the older class here, we had a clear winner here. He's 4 years old. He's showing a beautiful fleece. It opens up extremely cleanly. It's extremely uniform. It's a high frequency, but it's that overall consistency that's placed him over second, who is 4 years older than the animal that's placed above. He's an 8-year-old male. So I did take that into consideration, but he just doesn't have that same degree of advancement in that fleece or the density that I'm seeing in the animal placed above. But that was a lovely class. Congratulations.
Congratulations there to the adult male black Wakayas in class 154, number 4.
So I'm here with Di from Alpha Alpacas, who's silver sponsor this year at the show. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Di, how many alpacas have you brought with you?
I've got a team of 9 here. One is an adjusted animal with me, but as I bred it, I offered the owners the chance for it to come to the national show.
Fantastic. And are you in some very competitive classes?
I am and I'm not. I've got one class, the grey males, where I'm competing against myself.
Excellent. Well, good luck with that one in particular.
The ribbons in about 10 minutes' time. Thank you.
our champion black male here today has gone to the older male. I could not go past this fleece on him. When you open that fleece, he's just carrying the most uniform, high-frequency style of fleece, but it's that complete density that he's carrying on a very correct frame that's really placed him in the championship today. I absolutely love the junior as well, but the older guy here has proven to me that he can grow that fleece back, and he's done it 4 times. I think he's 57 months of age. So to be able to grow that quality fleece that he is growing for the 4th time is really commendable. Congratulations. Take nothing away from the reserve champion. I absolutely love this little male, and he'll have his time, I'm sure, at a future show. He's showing some really good consistency through that fleece everywhere you open him. But I just felt that the champion had that overall complete package of density. Congratulations.
So Wendy and Tom here from Dark Sky Alpacas. Tom, tell us a little bit about Dark Sky.
Well, Dark Sky, we specialise in Surreys, and we're based down in the beautiful North Cornwall.
Fantastic. And have you got all Surrey here today?
We've got 10 Surrey and 1 little Wakaya who we needed to keep the van clean. Wendy, what about all this tartan that we see around us? What is that all about?
We really want to show what Surrey can make in terms of products. Tom's Scottish.
Oh, congratulations to Inca Alpacas. We're now moving on in Clean 1 to Class 214 Surrey Junior Male Black. In Ring 2, right, we're moving on to 120B, Wakaya Intermediate Female White. That's Intermediate Female White, 120B. The previous class was 120A, Intermediate Female White class, and that was the first one, and the results were as follows. First was 536, second was 537, third was 543, fourth was 541, fifth was 539, and sixth was 542. Congratulations. So we're now on the second intermediate female white class there in Ring 2, and we're on the junior Surrey male black class in Ring 1.